When you're insulin resistant, that is, you've got metabolic syndrome, pretty much every chemical in the body is not quite right. Some are up, some are down, few are actually at physiologically normal levels. Traditionally, the focus is on the big guns, sugar, insulin, and cholesterol. In this series, we take a look at some of the other players, who they are, what they're up to, and how they're part of the state of insulin resistance. This week, we feature magnesium. People who are insulin resistant have decreased magnesium levels in their body. But this decrease is often hidden. That is, it's a latent deficiency. When serum levels of magnesium are checked, the levels may be a little on the low side of normal, but they're in the normal range. So the assumption is there's nothing to worry about. But the problem is that serum magnesium levels are tightly regulated. This means the body makes sure that the magnesium levels are in the normal range. And to do this, it takes magnesium out of the cells and sticks it into the circulation. Yay! Now, the official magnesium supplier is bone, but magnesium can come from other cells too. The trouble is, the magnesium is deliberately taken out of the cells. This leaves cells potentially short. And this matters because the place where magnesium gets down to business is inside cells. So, what does magnesium do inside cells? Well, it plays a structural role. It's also involved in electrolyte transport and balance. But its biggest claim to fame, around 600 different enzymes use it as a cofactor or activator. It's especially important for enzymes involved in energy metabolism. Now, we're not just talking about the enzymes that make energy, but the enzymes that use energy too. You see, ATP, the energy currency, needs magnesium to function properly. It turns out it needs the positivity provided by magnesium to push through and make chemistry happen. Now, among the chemistry that magnesium makes happen is insulin signaling in the beta cells of the pancreas. It turns insulin production on and it turns insulin production off. And it works hand in hand with insulin to make sure cells respond appropriately to insulin signaling. So magnesium shortages have the potential to impact, among other things, carbohydrate metabolism. And as a rule, more magnesium makes for better glycemic control. Now, numerous studies have shown fixing magnesium issues decreases fasting blood glucose and insulin levels in people who are running low on magnesium. So, why is the magnesium low? Well, as usual, we can blame insulin. Magnesium levels are primarily regulated by the kidney, and the kidney actually makes the call as to how much you pee out and how much you keep. It starts with a big dump. The kidney pretty much chucks anything small out at the glomerulus, and then it picks and chooses what to take back. Magnesium is a firm favorite, so 90% of the magnesium is reabsorbed early on, but about 10% is left to the end. It is this 10% that is influenced by the presence of insulin. And insulin pushes for it not to be reabsorbed by the TRPM transporters. It's less work for him. Remember, he's in charge of putting away the groceries. And magnesium is a grocery. And just like sugar, it must be put away. Only a tiny fraction, around 0.3% of it, is permitted to circulate. Of course, if you're not actually consuming magnesium, there's always going to be less circulating. Studies suggest that the average person needs 2.36 milligrams per kilogram per day to maintain their magnesium balance. But if you're not average, and odds are you're not, if you have insulin resistance, you're going to need more. Now, in the past, getting this amount of magnesium was pretty easy because it was found in lots of foods as well as in water. But it's become more challenging to get these days. It's one of the nutrients lost by food processing. It's estimated that the depletion rates are up to 85%. And water technologies, such as reverse osmosis and desalination, remove magnesium. Magnesium in water can contribute 15 to 25% of your daily magnesium requirements. And then there are a few other modern magnesium stealers that can further compromise the situation. This is a list of some known magnesium stealers. So, if you're insulin resistant, you need to work at plugging the holes. You're losing more magnesium than most, and odds are you're consuming less as well. This situation compromises your ability to handle carbohydrates, so more magnesium is peed out. Aish. To stop the vicious cycle, you should work at improving your magnesium homeostasis. First things first, stop the wasting as much as you can. Work on getting the body chemistry sorted. Lower sugar levels and lower insulin will help you keep more of the magnesium in. The second thing, make sure you're getting enough magnesium to begin with. Opt for less processed food and consume foods and beverages rich in magnesium. Lucky for us, Mother Nature has color-coded foods that are good sources of magnesium. All you need to do is look for things that are green. The chlorophyll molecule, which is what makes greens green, has a magnesium atom slap bang in the center. Legumes, seeds, and nuts are also good sources of magnesium. In terms of beverages, mineral waters and wine are delicious options. Alternatively, consider taking a magnesium supplement. There are lots of options. The organic bound magnesium salts are often preferred because more of the magnesium is taken up. Now, how much is taken up depends on your magnesium status as well as what else is around. What isn't taken up is pooped out. Unfortunately, if there's too much hanging around, less water is reabsorbed, so your stool can be a little loose. Here are a few of the journal articles I've used to tell the magnesium story. Magnesium is just one of hundreds of chemicals in the body that are amiss if you're suffering from metabolic syndrome. Subscribe to our channel to learn more about some of the other players in our ups and downs of insulin resistance series. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.